reactor kanina, di ba, nung namatay.
Okay, good afternoon again. So let's resume na po, no? So last week tayo ay nag-end sa RL circuits. Ano po, for AC. Now, we are just going to continue. Now, this time we'll be having the RLC circuits, both in series and parallel combinations. So let me share my screen. Okay, nakikita na po. AC reactions, nakikita na ito. Okay, sige. So again, R stands for resistor, L for inductor, and C for capacitor. Ano po? So first, we will be having the RLC in series. So consider this circuit. Ano po? Suppose we have the source voltage VT here. Then we have the resistor here, the inductor here, and capacitor here, all connected in series. So we let also that V sub R with the voltage drop at R, V sub L with the voltage drop at L, and V sub CB, the voltage drop at C. And by Ohm's law, V sub R would be IT times R, ano po? And V sub L, IT times XL, and V sub C, IT times XC, in which IT is the current flowing at the circuit. Since isa lang yan ang loop, at any part of the circuit, the current will be the same. And also, in solving for XL, the same formula that we use, XL is 2 pi FL, and XC is 1 over 2 pi FCL. And the combination of R, XL, and XC is the impedance Z. Ano po? So we'll be having different formula for that kasi meron din tayong formula for Z in RL circuits. So first, suppose that the value for XL is greater than XC. The result of that will be a lagging power factor. Ano po? So here, we have the phasor diagram for series RLC. Again, for series, current is common, so that will be our reference. That is IT, current IT here. IL is also equal to IR, equal to IC, and is also equal to IT. Ano po? In series. So, nandito siya sa positive real axis. Ano po? That will be the reference. And with respect to the resistance R, the voltage drop at R will be in phase with IT. So, nandito yung, kunyari, nandito yung current IT. Ano po? Nandito rin, of course, ang ating V sub R. They are in phase. Meaning, the angle between V sub R and V sub T is 0. So, in phase. Now, with regards to the voltage drop at L, sabi natin laging ang current nun. So, since current ang reference natin, nandito si voltage at L, V sub L. So, kunyari, siya yung mahaba kasi malaki si XL. Ano po? So, the greater the value of XL, of course, the greater the voltage drop at L. Kaya andito siya. Now, with respect to V sub C, sabi natin, pag V sub C, ang current naman ay leading. So, kung ito yung ating voltage, nandito dapat si current. Ano po? Pag inikot kasi natin to, current leads the voltage. So, nandito siya ngayon sa baba. And the voltage drop at C will V sub C, nandito siya. Yung titignan natin yan, V sub L and V sub C are completely opposite to each other. So, dahil completely opposite sila, they will subtract each other. So, kung ito yung si VL, pag binawas si BC dyan, ang matitira hanggang dito na lang. That is VL minus BC. Now, suppose that part will be reflected here. Andito ngayon siya. VL minus V sub C. And that will be equal to ITXL minus ITXC. Or IT is common. That is why we have IT times XL minus XC here. So, ito na nga si VR mo. Ito yung difference ni VR at VC. Now, from the origin, going to that last point will be your total voltage or the source voltage also. That is equal to VT. That is ITZ and so from here, since this is 90 degrees, we have a right triangle here. Ano po? And we can use Pythagorean theorem. In terms of voltages, so VT is equal to the square root of VR squared plus the square of VL minus VC squared. So ito na siya. Replacing VT by ITZ, VR by ITR, VL by ITXL, and VC by ITXC. Nakikita natin common yung ano dyan eh. Yung value ni IT. Kaya makakancel yun lahat. So, matitira ito na lang. Z equals the square root of R squared plus XC minus XL squared. And this is your formula for impedance. Ano po? If you remember, kung RL in series, wala itong minus XC. Kung RC in series, wala itong XL. Ano po? Wala rin yung negative na to. XC squared lang. So, the combination of this, considering that XL is greater, kaya nandito siya. The square root of R squared plus the quantity XL minus XC squared. Okay? So, next to that, considering again the right triangle, binaligtad lang ito para parehas lang dito sa kabila. This is what we call the impedance triangle. So, normally, R lies at the horizontal. Nandito yung XL minus XC at the vertical. And here is your impedance. Say, ano po. The power factor formula, same. PF is cosine theta. And that is R over Z also. Also, we have, in terms of voltage, VR over VT. And that true power P, same formula, VT IT cosine theta or IT squared R. For Q, same pa rin po, VT IT sin theta. But this time, we have IT squared times the quantity XL minus XC squared. Dati po XL lang or XC lang na walang minus. The combination of that now, we have IT squared times XL minus XC. The formula for apparent power is S VTIT or IT squared Z. Same lang din po yan. Okay? Now, the other type is that XC is greater than XL. Ano po? So, mas dominant si XC. So, this causes a leading power factor. At yung kaninang ating diagram will now look like this. So, nandito pa rin si IT, andito si VR. Kaya lang si VL maiksi, si VC mahaba. So, they are completely opposite. Of course, they will subtract each other. So, VC minus VL ang mangyayari. Kaya nandito sa ilalim. So, ito yung naiwan. And reflecting it here, we have now this right triangle again. The hypotenuse will be here VT, same as what we did kanina. So this time, we have VC minus VL instead of VL minus VC. Kaya nabaliktad dito, XC minus XL this time. So the formulas are still the same. Nagkapalit lang itong dalawa. VC minus VL na. XC minus XL na ngayon. Ito lang yung naiba. Then for the impedance triangle, same pa rin po, nabaliktad lang ito. XC minus XL na. Ito nabaliktad din. Ito the same. Same din yan. Ito nabaliktad lang. Ito the same na lahat. Okay po. So that is for series RLC. So applying those concepts here in an example, suppose we have this a coil having a resistance of 2.5 ohms. So ito na siya na-reflect dito. An inductance of 60 millihenry is connected in series with a capacitor having capacitance of 6.8 microfarad. And the source voltage is 230 volts, 50 hertz. Whereas to determine the current drawn from the supply, that is I here as shown in the diagram. So to obtain I, we have to solve first for XL and XC as well, and then solve for the impedance. After that, we can solve for the current I. Ganun lang naman ang ating proseso dito. So atin na po yan. XL is 2 pi FL. 2 pi times 50 times 60 milli is 10 to the negative 3. So we have 18.85 ohms. For XC naman, 1 over 2 pi FC. 1 over 2 pi F is still 50. 6.8 microfarad. So 10 to the negative 6. That is equal to 468.1 ohms. So meron tayong XL, may XC, may R kaninang given. Applying those values in this formula, Z equals the square root of R squared plus XC minus XL quantity squared. So, ito yung 2.5. Ito na-solve kanina for 68.1. This is 18.85. And then solve. We'll be obtaining a value of 449.26 ohms. So, may Z na tayo. We'll be applying Ohm's law to obtain I. V over Z. So, V is given to 30. Z is 449.26. We have now 0.51 ampere na po. So, this is the current flowing in this circuit at any part of the circuit. Okay? So, may tanong po ba? Nasaan kaya yung iba pa? May kulang pa. Kasama tayo. Let's move forward. This is another one. So, a series circuit with a resistance of 50 ohms, capacitance of 25 microfarad, and inductance of 0.15 Henry are all connected in series across a 120 volt 60 Hz AC supply. Determine the following. So, the impedance A, total current, the voltage drop at R, voltage drop at L, voltage drop at C, the power factor of the whole circuit yan, the true power consumed by the circuit, the total reactive power, and the apparent power. Yan po ang mga pinapaano. So, much better if we draw the circuit muna. Ito yan siya. Then, to obtain Z, of course, we have to solve for XL and XC. Same process kanina. So, 2 pi FL pa rin po. So, L is 0.15 Henry. If we're going to solve this, we have 56.5487 ohms. For XC naman, 1 over 2 pi FC. C is 25 micro. Kaya ito na siya. 106.1033 ohms. Now, again, the same formula for impedance. The square root of R squared plus the quantity XC this time. Mas malaki si XC. Minus XL square. So, ito. The result is 70.3964 ohms. Anyway, kahit magkamali kayo ng pwesto rito, tatama pa rin ka. Yung square kasi negative positive pa rin. So, tatama pa rin siya ng value sa dulo. Anyway, so that is for the impedance. Next is for the current, the total current. So, Ohm's law lang po, we always say. So, 120 over 70.3964 will be having 1.7046 amperes. Voltage drop naman, Ohm's law lang to. Ano? VR is ITR, VL ITXL, VC ITXC. IT common naman, series yan. So 1.7046 lahat. R is 50, XL is, mga na-solve natin kanina. 56.547 and XC is 106.1033. So pag sinolve natin itong mga to, we have here 85.23 volts for VR. Then also, VL is 96.3929 volts and VC 180.8637. Again, kung yung natutunan natin sa DC, ang lahat ng voltage drop pag inad total voltage source, dito hindi yan uubra. So we have to use the Pythagorean theorem, yung kanina. So VT is equal to the square root of VR squared plus the square of the difference of these two. Yan, tatama yan. Okay? Power factor. So R over C kasi series. R is 50 given yan. Yung Z na na-solve ay ito, 70.3964. Kaya ito siya. We have 0.7103. Dominant si capacitor, mas malaki siya. So leading. And through power P, so VIT cosine theta. Total yan, total lahat. Total voltage 120, total current 107. 1.7046. Cosine theta is this one, 0.7103. O total of 145.2933 watts. Then, Q total. So, mas malaki si XC, yun ang inuna natin dito. No? IT squared, XC minus XL. IT, kanina pa yan natin ginagamit. Ito siya. Square of that, difference ng XL, XC and XL. So, I have here, 143.9889 bars. And lastly, apparent power S. So, VI lang naman yun, total values. Total voltage is 120, total current is 1.7046. We have now a value of 204.552 volt amperes. Ano po? Checking kung pwede kayong tumama, ay kung tumatama kayo dyan, pwede nyo yung i-checking yan by applying the formula S is equal to the square root of P squared plus Q squared. So, ito ay, sabi niya, 204.552 equal ba yan sa 145.2933 square and then 143.9889 square. Try natin. Pwede kayo mag-try din dyan sa inyong sa inyong side. So, yun lang natin. Okay, nakalcue ko na. Ang result dito ay 204.5555. Ayan. Ito naman 204.552 ano po. So, okay siya. Napakaliit na lang yan ang diferensya. Okay? So, yun po. Ating pangalawang example para dyan. Tanggalin ko na ito mga sinulat ko. And we can now proceed. This time, parallel. So, again, consider this circuit. Ano po? The source voltage VT, the resistor R, inductor L, and capacitor C. Connected all in parallel. So, let IR be the current flowing here, IL be the current flowing here, and IC be the current flowing here. So, again, hindi ito pwedeng mag-a-add na lang tayo ng IR, IL plus IC and that will be equal to IT. Tatama yun pag DC tayo. Pero pag AC, hindi po siya tatama. So, still, makikita natin yun sa Pythagorean theorem. And tatama kayo ito pag ang gamit ninyo ay vectors. Ano po? Or complex numbers. So, yan. Anyway, again, XL is 2 pi FL and XC is 1 over 2 pi FC. So, there are two cases again. XL greater than XC and XC greater than XL. Ito muna. Pagka kasi, balikan natin. Pagka kasi XL is greater than XC, siyempre, mas malaki ngayon si current IC kay IL. Pagka naman si X is mas malaki, mas mababa ang current nun. Kaya IL is greater than IC. So, ito sila, no? So, for IL greater than IC, dito po, this is the phasor diagram of the circuit parallel RLC. So, dahil doon po ay common ang voltage sa lahat, yun ang ginawang reference dito. Kaya makikita nyo, dito yung PT. It lies at the positive real axis. Now, with respect to IR, sa resistor, IR must be in phase with voltage. Kaya nito siya. And then, ang atin namang IL, laging yun. Kaya ito yung voltage, ito yung current IL. Yung IC leading, kaya nito siya. So, pagka malaki si IL, siyempre, they are completely opposite with IC. They will subtract. Ang resulta niya, andito pa rin sa baba. So, that is IL minus IC. Ngayon, pagka kinonect mo yan from the origin going to this last point, we have now a right triangle again, and this is your IT. Ano po? So, from here, we can use Pythagorean. IT equals the square root of IR squared plus the square of the difference of IL and IC. Ito siya. In using Ohm's law, pwede mong ipalit yan dito. And V is common, makikita mo yan. Kasi parallel. Ang matitira 1 over Z be equal to the square root of 1 over R squared plus the square of the difference of 1 over XL minus 1 over X. Or manipulating this formula or equation, we'll be having Z equals 1 over the square root of 1 over R squared plus the square of 1 over XL minus 1 over X squared. Ano po? Ayan sila. So, here is the impedance triangle again. Take note, parehas lang yan ito, no? Reflect lang yan in terms of resistance, impedance, and inductances. So, here is the angle again. So, from here, makikita natin yung reactive factor. This is sin theta reactive factor. In terms of current, so sin is opposite of the hypotenuse. Kaya IL minus IC over I. Yung power factor naman, cosine theta. So, this is adjacent, IR over IT. Ayan po makikita. So, in terms of voltages and resistance, VR over R, VT over Z, ano po? Ay dahil pag inangat mo to, Z over VT ang maging resulta. But VR is equal to VT, kaya makakancel yan. Ang matitira, Z over R. Okay? That is why we have the formula for power factor in parallel, and that is Z over R. Kung naalala niya. Now, for formulas for power, true power ito, same yan. Reactive power, same. Apparent power, same. So, we have here the total values. This is the other case. IC is greater than IL. So, same pa rin po sa phasor diagram natin kanina. Andito si VT, andito si IR, andito si IL. Kaya lang maiksi siya ngayon. Si IC ang mahaba. So, pag sinubtract sila, andito si ibabaw ngayon ang resulta. Ito yung IC minus IL. Ano po? And from here is your IT also. So, meron ka ulit right triangle. So, you have the Pythagorean theorem. Mapapansin nyo, nagpalitan na naman ito. IC minus IL. Ano po? This is using Ohm's law. Pinalitan natin ang voltage over resistance, over impedance, and over inductances. Kaya ito yung naging resulta niya. And VT, VR, VC are common yan. Kaya makakancel po. Matitira ito. 1 over Z equal to the square to 1 over R squared plus the square of the difference of 1 over XC minus 1 over XL. And pagka inayos pa rin ito, this will be the result. So, yun po ang ating pangalawang case for parallel. The impedance triangle, in terms of currents ito. So, here is IT, here is IC minus IL, and here is IR. Again, the reactive factor is sin theta. Opposite of the hypotenuse. IC minus IL over IT. Reactive factor, Z over R pa rin po. And formulas for power, is in total value, same pa rin po yan. Hindi naman sila nababago. So, an example of that, we have here, maraming hinahanap. A 1 kilo ohm resistor, a 142 millihenry coil, and a 160 microfarad capacitor, all connected in parallel. The source voltage is 240 and supply 60 hertz. Ano? Kaya us to solve for inductive reactance, capacitive reactance, the impedance, current flowing at R, current flowing at L, current flowing at C, total current, the power factor of the whole circuit, the true power consumed by the circuit, the reactive power consumed by the circuit, ano po, and the apparent power. So, drawing muna natin ulit yung circuit. Ito siya. It is the source, the resistor, inductor, and capacitor. So, still, we will be needing the values for XL and XC. So, XL is 2 pi FL. 2 pi times 60. This is L is 142 millihenry. So, this is the resultant of 53.5327 ohms. XC naman, siyempre 1 over 2 pi FC yan. 1 over 2 pi times 60 and 160 microfarad. So, that's 16.5786. Ang mas malaki sa kanila ay si XL. Okay. So, for the impedance, meron tayong formulas kanina pinakita. Ito rin yan. We simply put the values there. And then solve. Ano po? To obtain a value of 24 ohms for the impedance. So, yun ang ating Z. Then, for currents, ohms lang ito. We have for IR, VR over R. 240, source natin yan. Common yan sa lahat. Over 1 kilo or 1,000. So, 0.24. Yung IL naman, VL over XL. 240 again. Over yung nasolve kanina XL, 53.5327. We have 4.4832 amperes. IC naman, we have VC over XC. VC same pa rin yan, 240. XC is 16.5786. So the result of that is 14.4765 amperes. So meron na tayong tatlong currents ano po, sa tatlong branches na ito. IR, IL, and IC. For the total current, we will be using the Pythagorean. Yung kaninang formula na andun sa ating pictures. So IT is square root of IL squared plus the square root difference of IC and IL. Siyempre, mas malaki si IC. Kaya pag nilagay natin ang values niyan, IT is 9.9962 amperes. Ano po? It's the total current. Power factor, C over R kasi parallel. C is 24, R is 1,000. 0.024 leading. Dominant 6. And true power, VT, IT, cosine theta. So, ito naman ay common sa lahat. 240, IT na solve yan kanina. And ito yung power factor. So, we have 57.5781 watts. Yun namang si, ano ba ito? QT is VT, IT, sin theta. So, sin theta, ginamit lang yung ating motivation kanina sa triangle. Ano po? So, we have 240 here, 9.9962 pa rin. And the difference of IL, IC and IL. And then over, this is IT. Yung 9.9962. IT. Okay? So, is IC minus IL. The result of this will be 2,398.392 hours. That is for the total reactive power. And lastly, for the apparent power, total values with the IT. 240 and 9.9862. The total, the result will be 2,399.088 watt amperes. So, yun siya kung paano natin solvein yung RLC parallels. Okay? I have 7 minutes. So, siguro pwede pa tayong tumuloy sa susunod na slides. Okay. So, bago tayo magtuloy dito, may I know kung kayo po ay nag-take up na ng subject na Advanced Math? Anyone?
Wala pa po kami sa advanced mathematics.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, mhm, kasi ang pinakamaraming application ng Advanced Math, yung complex numbers actually, will be at AC application. So, yun. Anyway, paano ba? Kasi matatagalan tayo dito pagka wala pa kayong background ito. Sige, i-ano na lang natin. Siguro ay kasi kasama sa inyo yung yung AC, lalo na yung 3-phase sa inyong CMO. So, tuloy na lang dito, hindi na to review, Pero anyway, baka may background na rin kayo sa inyong lower years, po. So, siguro start na lang din natin. Hindi na siya review, Kung meron kayong background, review siya. Okay? So, what is complex numbers? Ito siya. Meron naman ito sa high school. So, ibig sabihin, ay may background na kayo at paano. It's a combination of real and imaginary numbers which can be expressed in the form A plus BI, or sometimes masusumpungan nyo A plus JB, in which the value of I or J is equal to the square root of -1. Ano po? So, pagka in-square mo both sides ito, we have now I squared or J squared will be equal to -1. Okay? So, speaking of the increasing exponents of J or kaya I, so normally what we use here is J, po? Kasi yung I, normally ginagamit natin yun sa symbol ng instantaneous value of current. Po? Kaya J na lang ang ginagamit dito madalas. Also, sometimes marusumpungan niya rin ng I. Okay. So, of course, J is equal to J also. Kung J to the 1, J yan. Pag J squared naman, mula rito, is equal to -1. Ano po? And then J cube can be, pwede na mag-annotate ako. So again, J to the 1 is equal to J. J squared, mula dito, ay -1. Ano po? From here. J cube can be expressed as J squared times J. Ano po? But J squared is -1. Kaya, this can be written also as -1 times J. Or simply -J. Kaya mapapansin nyo rito, -J. Ano po? And the other one is J to the 4th. Can be expressed also as J squared times J squared by the laws of exponents in your algebra. And this will be equal to -1 yan. -1 din ang isa. -1 times -1 will be +1. Kaya ito yung mga values nila ng J to the 1, J squared hanggang J to the 4. Nasundan po muna tayo kung paano sila. Okay, thank you. Sige. So, next to J to the 4th is J to the 5th. And this can be written also as J to the 4th times J to the 1 or simply J. But J to the 4th has the value of 1. Kaya 1 times J will be equal to J. Okay po. Same thing with J to the 6. Pwede natin siyang isulat ng J to the 4th times J squared. But J squared is -1. Ano po? And J to the 4th is 1. Kaya ang lalabas ay ito na naman. So, ibig sabihin, paulit-ulit lang ang value. Yung 1 to 4, then 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and so on. Na ito yung mga yun. Okay? Ito yung mga value. Ibig sabihin, kahit bigyan kayo ng napakalaking exponent yan, ay pwede siyang ma-reduce sa mas mababa na value. Ano po? Okay? Ganun po ang pwedeng mangyari. So, tanggalin ko na itong mga sinulat natin. Okay, so if we plot this in a complex plane, kung maalala ninyo sa inyong geometry, nandito yung x-axis, nandito yung y-axis. Ano po? So dito naman, tawagan natin ito ay Argand diagram. So dito, nilalagay ang ating, ano ba ito? Real values. And this is what we call real axis. Dito naman yung mga imaginary values o the imaginary axis. Also, we call this as a complex plane. Ano po? Okay? So itong kanina, ito na rin yung mga pinakita ko kanina. No? Yung mga yan. So dito, andito yung j to the 0 or 1. Ano po? Ito yung j to the 1 or j. Ito yung j squared and that is negative 1. Ito yung j cube or negative j. Ito yung j to the 4 or simply 1 or j to the 0. Okay, nasundan po ang mga binabanggit natin. Ito rin yun. Yan. Yan yun. At paikot-ikot lang kasi nandito yung j to the 5th, j to the 6, j to the 7, j to the 8, and so on. So, angles naman sa complex plane. So, in terms of angles, syempre, 0 degree ito. This is 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. Kung mag-plus 90 ka pa, this is 400